Hi guys, happy Friday, December 12th. Okay, good evening. So our buddy Emil Bove attended the rally with Taco in Pennsylvania December 9th. Today's 3 days later, so we just had a chance to put it together for you guys today. He's the judge in the appellate court, appeals court, and this is the same guy that said F off to all the judges before he got confirmed by the Senate, by MAGA idiots. So what happened is he attended the rally. He shouldn't have attended the rally for Taco on the 9th in Pennsylvania, Mount Airy. And so this complaint was filed right away on December 10th by Gabe Roth of New York. So this is the complaint. Okay, if you want it, just let me know. I'll send it to you. Okay, so here's the complaint. Okay, and the key is this letter. Okay, it's dated to Chief Judge Michael Kagaris, if I'm pronouncing his name, the Third District, Third Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, and here it is. Okay, I'm just going to read off this complaint instead of, this is what it says. Okay.
Dear Chief Judge Chigueres, December 10th, 2025, my name is Gabe Roth, and I am Executive Director of Fix the Court, a national nonpartisan organization that advocates for greater openness and accountability in the federal courts. Today I file this complaint under the Judicial Conduct and Disability Act, 28 U.S.C. Sections 351 FF, against Third Circuit Judge Emil Bove for his attendance at a President Trump rally in Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania, on December 9th. When asked about his attendance by a reporter, Judge Bove said he was just here as a citizen coming to watch the president speak. One, there is no prohibition, of course, against a federal judge attending an event at which a president is speaking. For example, Supreme Court justices attend the State of the Union each year as a show of unity among the branches and their shared commitment to our tripartite form of government, and judges and justices are at times guests at White House state dinners. But last night's event in Pennsylvania, prominent conservative voices are calling it a rally, so that's what I will call it here too, was a far cry from the State of the Union or a state dinner for its abject partisanship. It should have been obvious to Judge Bove, either at the start of the rally or fairly close to it, that this was a highly charged, highly political event that no federal judge should have been within shouting distance of. To offer but a few examples, President Trump attacked the radical left about 90 seconds in. 3 minutes in, he started talking about the 2020 election, which he falsely claimed he won, and 6 minutes later, he encouraged rallygoers to boo at the fake news. At 1850, the president mused about running for a third term, and the crowd started chanting, for more years, 3 at 25:28. He called President Biden a son of a bitch at 28:38. He called for the deportation of a Democratic member of Congress, and at 38:20, he called Democrats bad people and sick people. There are no reports that Judge Bove vacated his seat after hearing any of these injudicious comments. The Code of Conduct for U.S. Judge is fairly clear here. Canon 2 states that a judge should avoid impropriety and the appearance of impropriety in all activities. Attending a Trump event and not leaving when it became clear that the speech was, in fact, a partisan rally violates this canon. Canon 5 states that a judge should refrain from political activity. Last night's event in Pennsylvania was barely distinguishable, i.e., only temporally, from a Trump rally in 2020 or 2024, both of which were obvious political activities. Finally, in the coming days, if it hasn't happened already, there will be questions from reasonable and unbiased observers as to whether Judge Bove's attendance imperils his impartiality when assigned cases in which Trump is on either side of the V. This question of recusal is not something I wish to address here directly, but I do want to make the point that the mere discussion speaks to the impropriety of the judge's attendance. And if a judge attended a VP Harris, Senator Sanders, or Governor Newsom rally, for example, that would merit a complaint and a similar recusal discussion if said judge was assigned a case involving one of those politicians. For all these reasons, I believe Judge Bove has violated multiple canons of the Code of Conduct, should be admonished for his behavior, and should be subject to any other discipline under the Judicial Conduct and Disability Act that the Chief Judge and the Judicial Council deem fit.
There you go. It's pretty simple. The dude is done. We looked at it, astrology. We won't go over it. So he's basically sidelined because of this. Astrologically, he's kind of useless. Okay, now because of what he's done, he's useless. And when Taco's gone, he becomes even more useless. So a former attorney for Taco is now useless because of his stupidity of attending this rally, among other things that he's done. All of it will come out. The reason why this is relevant and we're even focusing on Bove is because he is the top contender to replace Clarence Thomas in the Supreme Court. Okay, so he is the top contender. That's the reason why they've gone to bat for him in light of what the whistleblower has said several months ago about him, and the leaks reports, and just all in general whistleblowing accounts of what he said and what he's done, which will come out again if he is that contender for the Supreme Court replacement for Clarence Thomas. So that's the reason why we're mentioning this. This is the reason why it's relevant. The dude is sidelined. That's the good news.